Before we even start the look, I want to tell you how I prepped my skin for applying my makeup. There is like a piece of hair in my face. Get out! Oh, it drives me crazy. I'm going to start out with the L'Oreal Lumi Glotion, and I'm going to use both of these. This is the Fair Glow and the Light Glow. I'm going to just let this sit on my face. I will do my eyes first, but I want to prep my skin so that this has time to kind of sink in. And I'm just rubbing that all in. And I'm going to use my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. I just put a little bit of that right on my nose and my cheeks. I'm just going to press that in and probably. I'm going to start out with my eyes, so let me get a little bit closer here. I am going to put a little bit of foundation on my eyes as a base. And this is just I don't even know what brush it is. It's kind of just a fluffy concealer brush. I'm going to use this new palette. It's the Morphe 35G Bronze Goals. It's just so pretty. I think I'm going to go for like these kind of lighter peach brown tones today, mixed with a little bit of the lightness and probably this color too. First color that I'm going to start out with is like a very neutral color that I'm going to buff over my whole eyelid. I'm using the Morphe M441 brush, and I use this every single time I do eyeshadow. So I'm going to start out with this color. I'm just going to go start right at the end of my eye and blend that straight into my crease. I do lift my eye up as much as I can. The bulk of my product is right here, my eyeshadow, and I'm just kind of pulling it in windshield wiper motions all the way through my eyelid and just buffing that color. And nothing really is left on my brush now. There's not that much product left, so I'm just blending that all in so that it's not patchy and I don't have like any harsh lines. I'm gonna do the same with the next eye now with that same color. I'm gonna go with this color. It's a little more of like a burnt orange brown. I love this color on my eyes. I'm gonna buff it right into my lash line. And now that that's buffed in a little bit, I'm going to create a V shape and just follow the crease of my eye right from that line and connect them both. And just create like a nice burnt orange V. And I'm just packing that product on because I'm going to go and blend it out. I'm just going to take that same brush and blend that all. Now I'm going to take that same smaller brush that I used to really carve out my crease, and closing my eyes, I'm going to lift up my eyelid, just do really small strokes. And I'm going to use my blending brush and blend out that color. My baby just woke up. Gosh dang. I'm going to use this dark color, like a dark taupey brown, and warm up my lash line a little bit, and then we will start getting into the lighter colors and the eyeliner. And then I'm going to take a little bit of that dark color again and follow that line that I did with the second darker brown shade and just lightly tap that onto that crease. For the crease of my eye and for the inner parts, I'm going to use both of these, and I'm just going to start laying that right on my whole entire lid. And now I'm going to go in with my eyeliner, and this is the Urban Decay. Come on. There we go. Urban Decay 24/7 pencil. It's a glide-on pencil. So I like to just kind of warm up the product on my hand before I apply it so that it's not patchy. And I just kind of draw a little bit on just to make sure. And I'm just buffing this liner just right into my lash line and getting it as close as I possibly can. I'm going to use this angled brush to buff out that eyeliner. You can spray MAC Fix Plus or any kind of makeup spray on this brush and kind of help buff that color or the eyeliner out if it is a little bit harsher. But this pencil doesn't dry that fast, so I'm able to move the product around. And this is like a date night look, so that's why I am going a little bit warmer. I wasn't planning on going this warm, but this palette just made me do it. Next is mascara, and I'm using the L'Oreal Voluminous mascara. So I just add a small coat of mascara. It works as a great shelf for your false lashes. I'm gonna use the Gigi style today. It is kind of a crisscross style, super wispy and pretty long on the outsides, and obviously gets shorter as you go in. And when I'm putting my lashes on, I just pinch them onto my lash line and to my natural lashes so that that glue really sticks. So I have my Lumi lotion on my face already and my primer, so I'm not gonna add any more of that. I'm gonna start with my foundation, and I am using my trusty Estee Lauder Double Wear. I put a little bit of lip gloss on before, so I don't want that to get all over my face. And I'm gonna add a little bit of foundation to my neck so that I don't have a floating head of makeup. Next is my concealer, and of course I am using the oh my gosh, the Tarte Shape Tape. Tarte Shape Tape. I can see where I went wrong there. I use the color Light, and I'm going to do just like a little bit of a triangle and pull that all the way up to my, whoa, not enough on there as I thought. Pull that up all the way to my hairline. I've been using this a lot lately, this Bare Minerals brush, and it just has tapered bristles, and I really like it for concealer. It blends it really well. I was trying to talk and blah, 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 doing that the whole time. Anyways, look how good that brush blends everything out. I love it. And it has those nice tapered bristles, so you can kind of get it really close. And you can still see that glotion that's shining through. I still have like a really pretty sheen. Like this stuff, it doesn't make you look overly shiny, but it's just like a perfect natural glow. Now I'm gonna set all of this with a loose powder, and then I will go in with a setting powder at the end. So I'm going to use this MAC Mineralized Skin Finish powder, and this is in the color medium. Okay, I have all my powder on my face now, and I'm going to move on to bronzer. And I'm using the Too Faced Dark Chocolate Soleil bronzer in the color Deep/Tan Matte, and this is a pretty dark bronzer, but I do want to look like I was kissed by the sun, even though it's raining outside. I'm going to start by buffing that in just right on top of my cheekbone, and I kind of do this weird, like those kinds of weird lips when I'm putting my bronzer on, because when I smile I can see where I want to put it, so I do the smize. It's embarrassing. And I'm kind of like creating a 3 with my bronzer and pulling it down to my neck. So to contour my nose, I am going to add a little bit just right underneath the tip of my nose to kind of push it back a little bit. And then I'm gonna squeeze this same brush and just go right along my nose and get a good contour in. And I'm going to be using this Bare Minerals blush today. It's a little bit of a darker rosy color, and the name is On the Mauve. On the Mauve. I'm going to buff that right above where I put my bronzer and kind of smile a little bit so I can see exactly where I want to put it. The highlighter I'm going to use is the MAC Cosmetics Soft and Gentle. I'm going to use the Anastasia dip powder in the color Ebony. And when I start my brows, I mainly start filling it in from the bottom up because I don't want it to look too fake, honestly, and too filled in. And then whatever left on my brush, which is not a lot of product at all, that's when I go into the middle. So I don't want a harsh line, and I just brush like little tiny strokes right in the middle. Next, I'm going to do lips, and these are 2 brand new products to me. So the first one is the NYX lip liner, and this is in the color Nude Suede Shoes. And I'm going to go in with my lipstick now, and I'm going to use the color Bahama Beige, and this is from the brand Milani Cosmetics, and it is a really pretty, just a simple nude beige color. Now I'm just going to add a little bit of mascara to my under eyes. So here is my final spring date night look. I love the way it turned out. I just feel like the eyeshadow is so pretty in the rose gold tones, and all of the highlighter is just like, it all worked for me. But if you have any questions, just send me a message or a comment. I'd really appreciate it. If you do recreate this look, tag me in it. I would love to see the look that you came up with. So I hope you guys enjoy.